jump. Climb out on the roof, just jump, motherfucker, you a lazy little shit. Why not jump and just fucking quit? It's your own fault, boy, you never did enough. And now you're gonna pay for the fucking shit you say. Victim blaming, mental shaming, always bitching cause I'm gaming. But this shit now I'm proclaiming, and I'm aiming for the house of lies that you built on the hill of the dagger that you staggered my ass with. Now you haggard, I'm so aggro. Call your fucking son a faggot. Why so ragged? You a maggot. See a dollar and just grab it from the mouth of the starving reprobate. So much hate, bitch, I needed an escape from the rape of my sanity. Humanity is drained from my motherfucking corpse as I hit the fucking dirt. All the fucking hurt and the shit I can't recall dies with me. All the shame and the failure, I'm a terror. Fuck my mirror, time to fix this fucking error. Yeah, I'm the bearer of this shit, and I wear it on my wrist. Now it's time to cut it out and just grow the fuck up. In my mirror, it's a vision that I see of myself. Damn, I'm looking like my father, so why even bother? Or die for my mother, so I'll never treat another the way that he fucked her. I'll break this damn cycle and jump, 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 motherfucker. Jump, 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 motherfucker. Just jump, 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 motherfucker. Jump, 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 motherfucker. When there's evil in my heart and there's Satan in my veins, I'm insane. Best get stitches in my brain or a cane, cause I can't fucking stand on my own 2 feet. Feet is my only fucking path. I'ma retreat, can't rest until my brain hits the concrete. Fuck you, I'm just tired of this DC and these lies that you fucking spew, and the shit you put me through, and the shit you fucking do. But sometimes I just wonder if the shit you say is true. I'm just so damn rude and irresponsible to boot, and I'm the fucking reason mama's cutting her wrists open. I just see too much, play too much, got some shit to say too much. Never clean my cage, I must. Such a fuss, boy don't cuss. I'ma fucking take your trust, give to God and make it rust. Time to bust, mustn't lust, gonna leave you in the dust. Live a life that's unjust, into hell you will be thrust. Satan is your just reward, you don't get a fucking sword. All of time you won't be bored, only flames just rest assured. When my warnings you've ignored, you'll be punished by the Lord. Cast aside you are abhorred, grace will never be restored. Jump, 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 motherfucker. Jump, 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 motherfucker. Just jump, 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 motherfucker. Jump, 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 motherfucker. Just jump, 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 motherfucker. Jump, 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 motherfucker. Just jump, 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 motherfucker. Jump, 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 jump.
Yo, 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 welcome to the show. How's everyone doing today, y'all? Hells yeah. Welcome to the Hopium Den. Hell yeah. Summer Hopium, yo. It's summer, and we got Hopium. Hells yeah. Hells yeah. I'm gonna die from this weather. Well, I hope not. I sure do hope not. That's how I felt earlier today, yo. That's how I felt earlier today. There we go. Which is why my hair is all weird. Where's the other overlay? What? What? What other overlay? Oh, yeah, yeah. Sometimes it takes me a minute to turn things on. All right. How's everyone doing, y'all? Welcome to the chat. What up, Graham Dolph? What up, Realize TV? What up, Heon? What up, Blaine Hoover? Welcome, everybody. Hope y'all are having a spectacular day. Wonderful and full of hopium. I did. I broke my fucking tooth. Right before I started this, I was like, I was like shoving some food down my throat. I was like finishing some pizza, and like I suddenly like noticed I was like biting down on something really hard. I was like, ugh, there shouldn't be anything this hard in the pizza. Like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I was like, well, wait, did it go? Did I crunch it? Maybe it was just like a hard seed or something. That I don't know. And I just kept. Then I felt it again. I was like, no, what the fuck is that? Yeah, dude. Broke a tooth by eating pizza. I think it's one of my wisdom teeth that needs to come out eventually anyway. So, but holy fuck. I was just like, and I was like feeling with my tongue. I was like, did I? Yeah, I fucking did. I did. Wow. Terrible. That's gonna be a fun thing to fix. Holy shit. I gotta reposition the fan so it's blowing towards me, because holy shit, the heat, yo, fuck the heat. Oof. Okay, that should be better. It makes my background thingy like blow, but like whatever. I can't help that. It's too fucking hot. All right. Hell's yeah. How's everyone doing today, yo? Okay. Broken tooth distractions aside, why am I still wearing this? Fans really suck. They dry you out. Way too noisy. You guys can't hear the fan, right? I have it on low. It's not that loud. I'm alright, just tired. Well, hopefully, you know what? Hopefully the stream invigorates you with some pep and hopium. Yeah. Oh, fuck. What? Oh. I thought I stepped on Kitty for a second. I just stepped on his toy mouse. Okay. I hear my fan, but I sleep with it on. No, I mean this fan. Do y'all hear my fan? I don't think it affects my audio at all. And even if it does, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck because it's hot. It's fucking hot. Okay. Lovely. You don't hear it? Okay, good. God damn it. Too much vulgar language, yo. I use too much vulgar language on this stream. It's terrible. No fan noise, just a lot of throat clearing. I know. I hate it. Like, maybe it's because I like haven't been talking for a long time. Like suddenly, like just when I go to stream, it's like, God damn it, there's like shit in my throat. Go away. Go TF away. I see Roxas over there. Roxas running around. You know what? I'm gonna go capture him. I'm gonna capture Roxas. Capturing a Roxas. Look at this baby boy. Look at this baby boy. Look at this. He loves destroying this thing. He loves destroying. Say hello to the people, Roxas. Yeah, say hello to the people. He's like, no, I want to play. I want to play. I want to destroy things. He's like, no. Let me. Okay, fine. Whatever. You go over there. We needed an obligatory showing of Roxas, okay? It was necessary. How else are we gonna start the show? Kitten wants to play, destroy. Yeah, dude. He wants to destroy shit. He wants to, like... he thinks he's a lion cub, yo. He's like, I'm gonna be king of the jungle one day, and, then nobody's gonna tell me what to do, yo. Roxas, more like rocks as. Rocks ass. I don't know what you mean. But good. Lovely. Roxas is a based kitten. He's super based. He's so based, y'all don't even know. Alright? These fucking dipshits out there thinking they're based. They don't know shit, yo. Have you read Theory? Because if not, you're fucking garbage. It's pronounced the same way. Oh, Roxas? Okay, that's what you meant. Well, so yeah, we were gonna, God damn it, if my tooth feels weird in my mouth now, it doesn't hurt or anything, it just feels weird. It feels fucking weird. Okay. Like, I notice it as I'm talking. It just chipped, like a little corner of it chipped off. Like, it's not like super broken. It doesn't hurt or anything. But yeah, so we were gonna do some Stoned Rejects tonight, but Anna Haven, my co-host, I don't know where she went. She fucked off. She I think she fell asleep. Lazy bitch. Lazy fucking bitch. But yeah, no. So I was like, you know what? I was already getting ready to stream, and I was like, you know what? I just want to... I'll stream by myself, yo. I'll stream by my fucking self. I see a lot of saltiness from the Take-Two E3 presentation. Yeah. Alright, I mean, we could talk about some E3 on here, since that's what we were going to do on Underhaven. Although, from what I've seen, I haven't seen anything... I've not seen a single thing from E3 announced yet that even slightly piqued my interest. Except someone told me there's a new Devil May Cry game that was announced. I guess I gotta take a look at that. I haven't really been paying attention to E3, and honestly, see, there's been a few years when I've watched E3, mostly to, like, make content about it, but I don't really care. I've never really cared about E3 aside from Nintendo. As far as I mean, that's not to say that some good shit hasn't been announced that I've been like, oh, cool, I can't wait to play that. But, like, for the most part, I don't really care what gets announced at E3. That's happened to me before. The tooth is likely dead. Definitely see a Destiny ASAP. Try to preserve the tooth. No, it's a wisdom tooth. It's gone. It's gonna need to be taken out eventually anyway. So I'm not too worried about that. But see a dentist. Destiny won't help. Yeah, dude. Destiny will not help. When does Destiny ever help? All right, fuck Destiny. I'm kidding y'all. I don't got no beef with Destiny. I think he was kind of terrible to Vosh. kind of similar to the way that Paul was terrible to me. But hey, by the same token, I wouldn't expect Vosh to think Paul is a disgusting person. You know. Though I will say Destiny has kind of rubbed me the wrong way in a lot of ways. But hey, at least he's one of the few leftists out there actually doing some, or left-leaning people actually doing something, right, every once in a while. Excited for Elden Ring. Is that the game? Wait. Is that the game I think it is? No. What is Elden Ring? It's an upcoming role-playing game developed by From Software. Oh, okay. So it's a From Software game. Yeah, that could be interesting. I definitely like From Software games. Fuck. But I don't get super excited for From Software games, okay? I don't get hyped for them because they're just like, I don't love them that much. I'll play them. I'll get them when they go on sale and I'll play them and I'll be like, fuck yeah, these are fun. But I've never been like, oh my god, a new From Software game is coming out. I gotta pre-order it now. I mean, I haven't even played, what was the last From Software game? I don't think I played it. Ooh, I found a, okay, this could actually be, this could be, interesting. I found a, or useful. I found a article or thingy that has, like, it says all the trailers from E3. Or all the major ones, anyway. Where's the Devil May Cry one? Because I wanted to look at that. Guardians of the Galaxy. Dude. I saw a meme. Because, again, I didn't watch any of the Square Enix, any of the E3 presentations yet, but the one that I was probably the most interested in outside of Nintendo was Square Enix. Because Square Enix is one of my favorite developers, always has been. Even, well, see, Square Enix has been going downhill more and more each year, and it makes me sad, because Square Enix used to make the best shit. They really did. There's some great Kingdom Hearts games. There's some great fucking Final Fantasy games. The Dragon Quest series has always been really good. And then even like some of their other properties like what is it? Just Cause is a good series that I enjoy. Even though I don't normally fuck with those types of games, I really do like the Just Cause series. At least for the sandbox element of it. But yeah, from what I heard, there was just a bunch of fucking Marvel games, which, you know, I've been waiting ever since Kingdom Hearts 3 came out for the announcement of a real Kingdom Hearts game, okay? Of another real Kingdom Hearts game. Instead, we got a shitty fucking mobile game that nobody asked for. That was added on to another shitty mobile game that nobody liked. And we got a rhythm game that nobody asked for. That they somehow thought was okay to charge $60 for. And to fill with a bunch of story updates. You know. So I'm really disappointed in Kingdom Hearts lately. Makes me sad because it's my favorite franchise of all time. I love Kingdom Hearts, like, with a goddamn passion. And it's really tragic that, like, there's nothing coming from the Kingdom Hearts series that's worth batting an eye over. And I thought, okay, whatever, fine. Maybe there's gonna be something Final Fantasy related. Nope, we don't even get anything fucking Final Fantasy related. God damn it, fucking stay. God, no, like. Okay. But yeah, that's why I like this meme right here. All right. Yeah, there you go. This is Square Enix at E3. See, It's like, oh yes, Marvel, giving all the love to Marvel while Final Fantasy is over here drowning, and Kingdom Hearts is just gone, dead, long since drowned, and it pisses me off. It really pisses me off. I don't know what the fuck was going through their heads when they decided that the next Kingdom Hearts game after Kingdom Hearts 3 that wasn't a mobile game, which the mobile game was already enough of a disgrace, the very fact that it would even exist. But the fact that the very next game is a shitty rhythm game that no one asked for. I do not know what they were thinking. And honestly, I'll be honest, like Final Fantasy VII Remake, I know a lot of people really like that. It's not very good. It's not. Okay? Look, the combat is phenomenal for a Final Fantasy game. The story, is good. They did a good job at remastering like the cutscenes and everything. But the game, what is the game? It's extremely fucking linear in a ridiculous way. Like there's like, it's not open in the slight. Like when I heard that Final Fantasy VII Remake, the first one, was just going to take place in Midgar, I thought, oh, that's going to be really cool. We get to like explore Midgar and have like this open world, and it's going to be really cool, and there's going to be side quests, and there's going to be all kinds of fun things to do. The side quests are nothing but like fetch quests and unnecessary bullshit. And it just makes me sad, like they could have done so much better. But all I see anymore from Square Enix is laziness. All I see from most developers is laziness. Paul rolled over for Vosh. Yeah. Paul was kissing Vosh's ass. I could talk about that a little bit. I didn't watch the whole debate. I came in near the end, or maybe I saw like the last like 30, 40 minutes of it maybe. Yeah, it was infuriating. It was infuriating on a number of levels because Paul said so much dumb shit, and I really feel like Vosh kind of just I feel like Vosh let him get away with quite a bit of dumb shit. And again, maybe it's because, again, Vosh doesn't realize how bad faith and disingenuous Paul's ego really fucking is. But the fucking shit, dude. I'm really tired of this fucking bullshit. He at one point said some dumb fucking shit about like, oh, you people all want to put your faith in Bernie Sanders. You want to put all your faith in Bernie fucking Sanders. But he can't win. And see, he lost. And that proves he can't win. And Vosh was trying to talk about, like, no, like, we need to, like, push the next Bernie Sanders. We need to get, we need to work towards building leftist advocacy so that we can get the next Bernie Sanders in office next time, because Bernie did do progressively better and better each time. And Paul just like rails about how it's never going to happen and it's stupid, when again, Bernie did better and better each time. And I'm sorry, like, look, and I know what Paul is going to say. He's going to say, Mr. Nostradamus, ooh, Jamie's going to blame us when Trump wins. Which I'm not. But here's what I will say. People like Paul making those arguments that Bernie can't win and being like, don't even try. I was saying last year throughout the whole fucking primaries that we need to be... I never thought like, oh, like Bernie is definitely going to win. I'm going to put all my faith in Bernie. But what I said, and what I said over and over and over to everybody, was hedge your bets, all right? Because if Bernie wins, It will be amazing. And I said, go vote in the primaries. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you anything to vote for Bernie Sanders. Just like it doesn't cost you anything to vote for Biden, by the way. But whatever. If you want to say that it does, and that voting for Biden can actually have, like, negative consequences or whatever, or that it's just not going to be effective, I can hear that. But you know what would have had zero negative consequences? Voting for Bernie Sanders in the fucking primary. And it makes me fucking angry. Like, really fucking angry to see Paul sitting there doing the smug, I told you so! I told you Bernie Sanders was never gonna win! You were telling people not to vote for him. You were telling people not to go vote in the primaries. Something that literally would have hurt nobody, and we would only stand to have gained from. But that's what Paul does. He rails against doing anything because it's stupid and it won't work. And then when shit doesn't go our way, he sits back and goes, told you so. This is why you people were dumb. Bernie was made over years. Doesn't look like any up-and-coming Bernies at the moment. Look, if Bernie endorses someone, if we have like an actual socialist candidate that Bernie Sanders endorses, they will have a ton of momentum right there. Okay, a lot of leftists, yeah, we were fucking sad when Bernie lost the primary. We were devastated. But you know what? A lot of people like are waiting for that next Bernie. And all we need is someone with good ideas to come forward and, you know, be able to gain some momentum again with Bernie's endorsement, hopefully. And you know, us going out there and campaigning for him and, you know, pushing. But we need to spend this next 4 years. You know, it pisses me off also that, like, and it was very clear that, like, Paul kept, like, going back to the electoralism thing with Vosh. The thing that I tried to tell Paul, which he spoke over me so I couldn't fucking get a word in and I couldn't get it across, was that Biden won. It's over. You literally, I know Paul is not a Bernie or Buster, but he might as fucking well be. He has the same fucking attitude as one. We didn't get what we wanted, so now we're not doing anything. Fuck everybody, you didn't give us what we wanted. It's over. The outcome you didn't want happened. Biden won. Grow the fuck up. Stop whining like a little fucking baby that didn't get his way. And, move on to the next step. You want to start a political movement? You want to grow a political movement and, you know, pull people over and convince people of whatever your fucking dipshit, incoherent ideology is? Fine. Go do that. But a good first step is not alienating people by shaming every single person who voted for Bernie Sanders. And y'all can go watch that debate that he had with Vosh. All right, he brought it up so many times. Oh, but Biden. We have Biden. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, Paul. Like, what is this fucking hindsight bullshit? What are you, Captain Hindsight? Oh, yes, well, if we should have done this, and if we did this, then everything would be better. Like, it didn't happen. Holy fuck. Grow up. Stop being a bitter little fucking crybaby. Get over it. Your don't vote movement didn't work. And it's very clear that all you're doing with this no confidence bullshit is pissing people off, pushing people away, and making your movement a million times more insular than anything else. Again, I was on the no confidence bandwagon before Paul was even calling it that. I was on the bandwagon of, yeah, fuck that, don't vote. Fuck these corporate hacks. Fuck the DNC. They don't deserve our vote. They keep fucking us. They won't listen to us. Fuck the DNC and fuck anyone who votes for the DNC. And fuck anyone who supports a single thing the DNC does. Holy fuck. Grow up. You're not pulling people over that way. That's what I realized. I wasn't convincing a single goddamn person that wasn't already disenfranchised from the DNC. I still like the no confidence message, but I can't bring myself to not vote for the presidency. I mean, I understand it. I understand the emotions behind it. Again, I was there. I was fucking there. All right? Y'all can go back. Over a year ago, I was talking the same shit. I was like, don't vote. It's stupid. The DNC is just going to fuck us again. But then I started to take a look at Bernie Sanders and realize he actually had a fucking chance. And he could have had more of a chance if, well, honestly, if people like fucking Jimmy Dore... See, I'm not going to blame Paul, but I'm going to blame people like Jimmy Dore, whose job it is to disenfranchise leftists and, you know, turn them against the system, turn them against the idea of voting. Again, you don't want to vote for the president. At least vote in the goddamn primaries. What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? Nothing. We could have all hedged our bets, voted for Bernie in the primary, and, you know, it would have had a better chance. We should have been pushing the message of Bernie. Should have been pushing Bernie everywhere. And I'm not going to make that mistake next time. Next time we have a Bernie Sanders running, I'm going to do everything I goddamn can. And I'm going to advocate for everyone else to do everything they goddamn can to convince people. And I'm not even going to wait till then, because right now my entire advocacy is about pushing the policies that someone like Bernie Sanders would stand for. Pushing them in the minds of American people, making them the common sense positions in this country, so that when we do have a primary candidate who holds those positions, it's a no-brainer. Obviously, we want to vote for them. We need to be... See, here's the fucking thing. We need to... Yes, we need to criticize Biden. Absolutely. But we can't stop criticizing the Republicans as well. We can't stop warning people of fascism, because it is a clear and present danger, all right? It's a threat. Fascism is coming. And, you know, I still don't think Trump himself is going to win, but we got to look out for fascists at all times. Absolutely. But at the same time, we got to hold the Democrats' feet to the fire. We gotta hold their feet to the fire and say, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you giving us what we want? Why aren't you listening to the people? And then, when someone like Bernie comes along, we can say, look, see, this is what we need. These corporate Democrats do not... See, we can't just rail against all Democrats. That's not effective. We need to rail against corporate Democrats. The bad Democrats, all right? And they might be the majority of the party, but that doesn't mean that we can't take the party. It'll be hard. It'll be a fight, okay? But it's not a fight worth giving up on. We need to... It's hard. It's hard to like it's hard to criticize the Republicans with people like Paul and Jimmy Dore running around doing the meme of anytime anyone criticizes Biden or anytime Biden does a bad thing, it's like, and this is why we shouldn't have voted for them. You people are fucking idiots. See? They're doing this and they're doing that and they're just doing all this bad stuff, guys. No, the message should be, yeah, Biden's bad. That's why it should have been Bernie. I want to make the argument for the next 4 years of Biden did this bad thing. Here's why Bernie would have been better. Here's why having an actual socialist would have been better. The pallbearers. Yeah, dude, that is better than polishers. Because Paul and his entire movement is doing nothing but marching into a shallow fucking grave. They're a death cult. This doomer mentality is a death cult. Let fascism take over. That'll teach the fucking Democrats. That'll teach them. That'll teach these Biden voters. The fuck out of here. Fuck harm reduction. I want everything or nothing, my way or the highway. I want to make it very fucking clear. Paul's entire ideology is childish. Childish. It's literally the way a child thinks. Imagine like you've got a little kid. You got like a big ass cookie jar, right? And the kid's like, I want the cookies. I want all the cookies. And you're like, no, Jimmy, you can't have all the cookies. All right. You can have 2 cookies. No, I want all the cookies. It's like, no, Jimmy, you're getting 2. No. Okay. Now you're getting 1 cookie. I don't want any cookies. I want to sit in my room and bitch. It's not fair. I should have got all the cookies. And I get it. The policies that we're fighting for are a hell of a lot more important than cookies. But it's this mentality. I've talked about this before. Who the fuck thinks that we were even gonna get everything? Like, this idea of, like, if we don't get everything, that's not good enough and we should just have nothing. Like, people call me too optimistic. I think you're too optimistic because you seemed to think, you seem to have this mindset that, like, suggests that we could somehow get everything. That's even a possibility. I'm realistic. I know we were never going to get everything. I knew that even if Bernie was elected, it was going to be an uphill battle getting the policies we wanted. It was always going to be an uphill battle. But that doesn't mean you don't fight. You keep fighting however you can. And by the way, the solidarity movements, workers' movements, mass walkout, I still agree with all of that. We can do both. And anyone who thinks that we needed to let the Democrats lose in order for those movements to be effective, I'm sorry, there's just no evidence to... There's no evidence to that. None. We had a president who said, when the looting starts, the shooting starts. We had a president who sent military forces, who sent armed fucking thugs into the streets to antagonize protesters. You say the Democrats are weak? Yeah. That's why we can manipulate them better. We can hold their feet to the fire. If we had a mass protest movement... See, this is the thing. If we have a mass protest movement under a fascist, a lot of us are going to die. If we have a mass protest movement under a Democrat, It's far more likely that they're going to cave in and capitulate, which is what we want. Yeah, I'd rather have Trump, dude. The guy who tried to initiate, the guy who tried to instate patriotic education. Yeah, very true. The, what was it called? I forget what it was called. But whatever, yeah, this re-education bullshit, this propaganda that Trump wanted to push. The 1776 Project, yeah, holy fuck. That was some fucking fascism. That was some fascist posturing. We're lucky that didn't happen. Fuck harm reduction. Fuck the individual people whose lives will be made better. Fuck all of that. And then this bullshit of like this bullshit what is it? This doomer shit. This apocalypse shit. Oh, we're all gonna die anyway. We're fucking. We're all gonna die, guys. Global warming and this and that. We're at the end of history. People have been fucking telling us that the world is gonna end as long as I've been alive, as long as Paul's been alive, as long as, God fucking damn it, over 2,000 years. Paul gives us 10 years. Get the fuck out of here. That's an extremely fucking pessimistic fucking outlook. Look, again, are things looking good? No. Do we gotta, like, take action now? Yes. But, okay, we've only got 10 years, so, what are we gonna do? I guess put fascists in power that are only gonna make fucking, climate change worse? Yeah, let's accelerate that, guys. Let's accelerate that. Rather than putting Democrats in power who are gonna at least work on several stopgaps that might slow the process a little bit. So that we can work on things. The more time we have, the better. The more of a chance we have to come up with a fucking solution. Assuming that there is no solution and it's never going to be found is ridiculous. And very presumptuous. Could there be major disasters in the future? Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. There are. They're coming, okay? But we gotta do whatever we can to stem that tide. We gotta do whatever we can to fight back against it. And just sitting back and allowing it to happen, or accelerating the process, is antithetical to what we should be fucking doing. And honestly, these people acting like, yeah, we should just let things get worse. I get it. Sometimes things have to get worse before they can get better. But that's not how you go about it. You know how things are getting worse before they get better? It's called Biden. We don't need to go the Trump route. We don't need Hitler 2.0. 10 years. By Paul's logic, if we had 2 terms of Republicans, that's 8 out of 10 fucking years of fucking the planet even more. Yup. And then, who's to say that 10 years doesn't shrink even more under Republicans? Who's to say they don't make it even worse and worse and worse? It's not going to get better. You're just slowing the inevitable. You don't know that. First of all, and slowing the inevitable is preferable to accelerating the inevitable, right? Because, yeah, that's a good point. If we have the next 8 years, or even 4 years, with a fascist in office, that's 4 to 8 years that we're not getting anything done. At least the Democrats are trying to do something. At least they're doing something. I get it, too little, too late, but it's better than ignoring the problem or making it worse. I'm sick of this incoherent doomerism. This emotionally based doomer bullshit. What happens when Trump 2.0? People don't want to think about it, but we've been getting primed for a conflict with China and North Korea. The saber rattling has been ramping up. Total war. Okay, when we get Trump 2.0, we fight against him. Same way we fought against Trump, okay? Yeah, we fight against fascism. We don't let fascism win because, oh, well, it's going to come back next time anyway. What kind of logic is that? What kind of logic? That's like saying, let's not throw a violent serial killer in jail because, I mean, there's going to be another serial killer that's going to take his place. So what's the point, man? Just let him go, all right? Let him keep killing, whatever. No! If someone's doing a bad thing, you stop them. And if someone else comes in the future and does a bad thing, you stop them too. What is this bullshit of like, oh, well, Trump's going to come back, so there's no point in voting against him? That'd be like if some fucking bullshit like a door-to-door scam artist is coming to your door every day, be like, here, buy my I don't know, buy my snake oil, all right? Buy this fucking snake oil. And it's like, no, I don't want it. It comes back the next day. It's like, buy my snake oil. It's like, no, I don't fucking want it. It's bullshit. You're a scammer. It's like, well, I'm just going to keep coming back until you buy it. Yeah, okay, fine. Here's the money. Just, Then what happens the next day? He comes back, right? And keeps fucking you. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe he's like a bullshit insurance salesman that wants to sell you some, I don't know, volcano insurance that you gotta pay a monthly premium, okay? It's gonna fuck you. It's gonna keep fucking you. And being like, well, I mean, I might as well. He's not gonna stop trying. No. You don't do that, okay? You don't let fascists win because they're never going to give up. The fact that they're never going to give up is why we need to never give up. Absolutely. The enemy's never going to stop coming for us. Let's lay down and surrender. Let's just lay down. Let's let ourselves get killed. When are we going to say something? When are we going to stand up and fight back? When they're dragging trans people to the death camps? I'm not letting it happen. None of us should let it happen. It makes zero fucking sense. Let's see. What are you saying here? Trump literally dissolved the Iran deal, has threatened DPRK with nuclear annihilation. Dude is the most dangerous man on earth, and we stopped him once. He'll He'll be back in 2024 for sure if the left falls asleep. He'll be back no matter what. And, okay, don't let the left fall asleep. I love this, like, assumption from, like, Paul's camp that's like, well, if we vote for Biden, leftists are going to fall asleep. Don't let them fall asleep. Yes, continue criticizing Biden, continue criticizing the Democrats, but also continue criticizing the Republicans as well. What's with this tribalism? Like we can only attack one or the other. Keep people awake. Keep ranting and raving and screaming into the fucking corners of the earth. We have to fight. We have to push progressivism. We can't have anything less. We can't go in the opposite direction. That doesn't help. Literally, like, because by the way, look, I'll admit this. Could Paul's plan work? Could it? Okay, and again, if Paul was actually having a discussion with me in good faith, we might have gotten to this point, because I actually wanted to ask him, I wanted to go over this point with him. Could it work? Maybe. But you're hedging your bets there on a lot of maybes. So if we don't vote, maybe Trump wins. And if Trump wins, and the DNC loses, maybe they get starved or whatever. Maybe they lose their shit and go, oh my God, no one's voting for us anymore. What are we going to do? Which is a big fucking maybe. I don't believe that'll even happen. I believe what'll happen is that the DNC will be like, ooh, okay, we don't got to worry about the leftists anymore. Okay, all we have to do is appeal to white middle-class liberals. Dope. We don't got to appeal to young people. We don't got to appeal to LGBT people. Cool. Let's continue with the status quo. But, okay, if that happens, then we can possibly overthrow the Democratic Party or have them die and replace it possibly with something better. If not something worse. It's a lot of maybes. Nothing about this don't vote for Biden is a sure thing. Nothing. It's a giant fucking bet that you're asking people to make. You're asking people to not just bet the next 4 years of this country. You're asking them to bet on a possible fascist uprising. Trumpers ran their mouth in the social media and it was everywhere. You plan and be silent. What? And you do vote for the lesser of two evils always? Yeah. Strategy is key. You have to be silent in the background. An ambush in a war does not happen if you know where the ambushers are, right? I'm not sure what you're getting at there. Maybe you could clarify a little bit. By falling asleep, I mean if people start thinking like Paul not voting for the DNC, obviously if we had ranked choice voting, I'd say vote third party, but that's not viable. It could be, by the way. There's an initiative, and I've talked about it. I keep forgetting what the name of it is, but I've brought it up a number of times on stream. And it's going on in various states, and it passed in one or two states this election cycle. I think it'll be up again in 2 years. And if we get a good enough majority of the states, or a high enough number, let me, God damn it. If we get, look, bottom line, if we get more states to vote on it and it passes, states will be able to vote with the popular vote instead of letting their delegates or whatever choose, which would be extremely good, because that would, well, first of all, make it a lot harder for Republicans to ever win again. would also make it easier for us to get people elect people in the primaries like Bernie Sanders. And so stuff like that is what we need to be pushing for. Someone in the chat, I know someone remembers what this initiative was called. I keep forgetting the name of it. I know I have it. I probably have it saved somewhere. I don't know where. Oh. God damn it. Let's see. But yeah, it's basically, it'll overturn the Electoral College, okay? If this passes, the Electoral College, let's see, what was this? God damn it, I can't remember. Yeah, I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Because, yeah, Colorado passed it this election cycle. Here, I have it on Fox News, ironically enough. Oh, I guess I also had it from The Hill. Where, oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. So, yes, this is a movement to skip the Electoral College or bypass the Electoral College and award votes, electoral votes to whoever wins the popular vote. And this is gaining steam. Something that I think is very important to do in the next 4 years. I don't know if this is going to be up in 2 years or not. But whenever this is up again in states, we need to... I'm not an organizer. I don't have a big enough audience to organize, but I absolutely advocate that leftists go to these states where this is up for a vote and canvass and do your damnedest to get this fucking passed. Look, see, we need a certain number of votes, and we're getting closer. Okay, Colorado, Delaware, and New Mexico joined. I was pretty sure Colorado... Okay, so... Okay, so yeah, we need 270 electoral votes to pass this. And what are we at now? We're at like 150. At least this was updated. This is old. I don't know if I can find a newer version. Whatever. The point is, guys, the point I'm trying to get at here, okay, is that there's a number of things we can do. There's a lot of shit we can do. There's a lot of local policies that can be pushed for. And rather than just sitting back and not fighting for these things, we need to be taking action. I get some people's worry that, oh, well, if we vote Democrat, people are going to go to sleep and stop doing things. Wake people up then. Don't let them not do things. We got to point out how fucked the Democrats are. We got to point out how ineffective they are, but we also got to warn against fascism. And we can do both. Here. Wait, January 6th, everyone knew something was going to pop off sometime, especially since Charlottesville. Why? Because Trump supported, well, you know, the Proud Boys and such. I'm 45 years old and I've never seen the racism shit bubble out like it did and still is. Yeah. Yeah, there's a... The right is getting emboldened with a lot of, like, really beyond the pale bullshit. They're getting worse and worse. And that's a double-edged sword, because as they get angrier and try to rally people who are already racist and already, you know, bigoted in one way or another, or already fascist-leaning, it's also bad for optics. And the more emboldened they get, the more we can point out these fuckers are racist. These fuckers are bigoted, woman-hating, trans-hating, garbage. And they can't be trusted, and they can't be allowed to win. And we can use that to our advantage. Optics are extremely fucking important. And I believe that it is very important to do whatever we can to pull people over to our side of things. We got to pull people over to the left so they don't get pulled over to the right. And, you know, again, you can have your opinions on voting or not voting. But what we need to do is, at the end of the day, we need to make more leftists. That should be priority number one. Not shaming people for voting. But we need to, hang on. Yeah, we need to be pulling over people and, you know, pushing leftism. And rather than being like, no, it has to be my brand of leftism. Which, by the way, is why I said to Paul that, look, if your movement ends up gaining the most traction on the left, I'm not going to be happy about it. But if it ends up being the widespread movement on the left, okay, I'll get in line. Because I want leftism to win. And I want to do whatever we can to take this country back. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay, hang on. Yeah, let me look at the chat for a minute. Don't want to say too much on stream, but would like to maybe talk. Jamie, have an email. You can join my Discord. You can talk to me there. I also have, you can DM me on Twitter if you want to talk privately. Those are the ways generally to get in contact with me. I don't really have like I don't really have a public email. I should probably make one. Let's see. Scary as fuck knowing my Trumpy neighbors would probably shoot me if Trump said it was legal. These conservatives don't view us as people, just objects to overcome and oppress. Yeah. And just letting them have power as a strategic move is not a very good strategy. Okay? It's just not. I need to open this. It's scary. It's scary. There's a lot of fascist posturing going on. And yeah, there are people who would see us dead. They would see me dead. A socialist tranny. a gay socialist tranny. They want to see people like me dead in the streets. I'm not okay with that. I'm not fucking okay with that. I'm not okay with empowering those people. I have no socials, but I can make another Discord. Just follow the link on this YouTube channel. Yeah. There's a link in my description. You can jump in my Discord and contact me there. It doesn't cost you to vote. A lot of people are not able, for the stupidest reasons, though. The disenfranchised actually deserve a say. Yeah. There are countries where you can't even vote. You're not allowed to vote. You don't get a say. We get some say in this country. Not a huge say. But we get a say. Why waste that? Why waste the ability to put our fingers on the scale on one side or the other? No one said it's going to have some wide sweeping change. No one said it's going to get us everything we want. But it's a better strategic move than not using that political power that you have, especially when we don't have a choice. We're going to get one or the other anyway. This Pride Month, I've worn some LGBT stuff every day, and I carry my handgun with me daily as well. I hope you come around on the issue of the right to defend yourself. Oh, I absolutely believe in the right to defend yourself. I just believe that there's a difference between the right to defend yourself and the effectiveness of defending yourself with a gun. In most physical altercations you get into with people, especially if they already have a gun, you adding another gun to the situation doesn't tend to help. This is why I always try to talk to people about politics, even though it's seen as taboo in our society. Yeah, no, it's something we need to do, and I advocate for everybody in my audience, everybody who watches me, even people, if you just come across this stream for 5 minutes and think everything else I say is fucking ridiculous, the thing that I want everyone to take away is, yes, talk to your family members, your friends, your coworkers, talk to everybody you know about what we need to do politically. Pull people over. It is so very important. Extremely important. How else are we going to win over normies? You're going to sit back and wait for them to find the right YouTube channel? You're going to hope CNN gives them enough fucking context to know what to do? No. You got to turn these people onto ideas yourself. That's what we've got to do. We've got to do the work. One of my biggest criticisms of this whole leftist doomer cult and their like force the vote bullshit and whatnot was that I think some leftists are actually delusional enough to think that we as leftists have more power than we actually do. They're delusional enough to think that if we just can convince all the leftists to do a thing, that it'll have a broader effect on the country. No. We're a minority. We have not done the work yet to build leftism. We need leftist outreach. That is priority number 1. First priority. Leftist advocacy. And that means doing it even if it means having uncomfortable conversations with your IRL friends and family members and coworkers and whatnot. Might be uncomfortable. Might be annoying. You might end up being seen as, you're that annoying political bitch that like just keeps won't shut up about won't shut up about your weird socialist ideologies. Which, by the way, don't use the term socialism. Use terms that people can understand. But and that they can get with. But absolutely be that person. Don't be annoying about it. But yeah, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's annoying, even if it means you're going to be making more friction with people IRL, doesn't matter. Do it. Because that's how we convince people. You don't just wait for them to come across. Like, just because you've been, I guess for lack of a better term, radicalized. Just because you've been pulled over, because you've seen the writing on the wall and you've seen the holes in the system, you can't just wait around for everyone else to follow the same path that you did. You gotta push people a little bit. You gotta argue with people. You gotta convince people. You gotta learn good arguments so that you can beat the bad arguments. And I really do feel like the more I do this shit, the better my arguments get. Are my arguments influenced by other people? You're damn right they are. Because if I hear a good argument from someone like Vosh, I'm not just going to discount it and say, oh, well, I didn't come up with the argument. I'm going to say, no, I'm going to incorporate that into my rhetoric. Absolutely. If I hear a more convincing argument from someone else, I'll incorporate that. Because I want to have the best arguments in my tool belt so I can pull them out and I can smack people over the head with my hammer of flawless rhetoric, okay? I want to get better and better and better, and everyone else needs to strive to do that as well. Learn better arguments. Learn to argue with your family and friends. Argue with your conservative dad. Argue with your liberal wine mom. Argue with these people. When they say something stupid politically, correct them. Don't do it in an asshole way, but correct people. Be like, actually, that's not the case. If they say some dumb shit like, oh, well, you know, we can't get rid of the private healthcare insurance industry because X or Y. You explain, no, actually. Oh, it'll make taxes go up. Actually, no, that's bullshit. Because you're already paying a ridiculously expensive private tax that varies depending on who you are. And even if you like your insurance, some other people have worse fucking insurance. We want free insurance, the same cost for everybody. And here's how we can get it. Here's how much money the American people will save if we get it. Make these arguments. Learn how to make them. And don't let up. Exactly. The discomfort is necessary because no one has their mind changed in a day. Exactly. You might annoy people for a while. If you can tell people are actually getting annoyed by the way you're arguing, maybe change it up a little bit. The same rhetoric is not going to work for every single person. So tailor your arguments to the people you're arguing with. But absolutely argue with people. Absolutely. That's a great point. Coming at, for conservative people with words like socialism and leftism can turn them off immediately. Yeah, don't use those words. Don't call it socialism. Be like, God damn it. I've come up with better arguments for conservatives before. Can't think of them off the top of my head. But like, to once again borrow something from Vosh, you know, he made the argument of super capitalism. Okay? Talk to conservatives about, look, you like capitalism, right? I like capitalism too. I think capitalism can make regular people very rich. However, if you take a look at the system right now, it's clearly broken. You can blame Democrats for that. You can blame Republicans. Doesn't really matter. System's broken. Needs to be fixed. You know what I think? I think if we decommodify certain things or take certain things off the table, you know, like healthcare. Why is healthcare a commodity? Why is someone getting denied by their insurance because they have cancer or some shit, or they have some debilitating disease, and the insurance company's like, it's not really profitable for us to cover that, so we're just gonna let you die. Why does that happen? Why do greedy fucking assholes get to control the healthcare system? We have a government, and a lot of conservatives say the government, doesn't do its job or it's ineffective. Well, maybe it's because they're sticking their nose in where it doesn't belong in certain places. You can make the arguments to hey, let's get the government to stop focusing on curtailing people's free speech or whatever. Let's refocus it on actually doing something that would benefit the people of this country, like healthcare. And then capitalism can thrive with non-essential commodities, right? Why the fuck is capitalism so broken? Why the fuck does the government prop up certain businesses? Isn't capitalism supposed to be a meritocracy? Why are we propping up companies like Boeing? Isn't it supposed to be survival of the fittest? If a company fails, fuck these too big to fail companies. If a company fails, and that, by the way, is what the government needs to stick its nose out of. Stop giving money to giant corporations and say, no, if a giant corporation is going to fail, well, I guess it failed. I guess it failed the capitalism game. Let another company come up and take its place. That's what capitalism is supposed to do. You can argue for socialist policies within the confines of capitalism. You can argue for ways to make capitalism better by advocating for policies that are usually viewed as socialist policies. You can say, no, I still want capitalism to work. I want, people to make cool new fashion, new music, new video games, a new kind of toaster that does my taxes while frying my eggs for me. Whatever. Luxury items. Let innovation happen, but why are we allowing these big companies to control things like healthcare, things like education? It's hard. It's hard convincing people, but there's ways to do it. A good way to argue for maybe not full-on leftism, but some left-leaning policies is explain to people why UBI would be a good thing. Explain to people hey, I don't want to get rid of capitalism. I want capitalism to function better. Right now, a lot of people don't have enough money to participate in capitalism. Most people are just trying to survive, live paycheck to paycheck. Give people an extra $1,000 a month so that they can put it into these businesses. Explain to people why giving regular people more money doesn't hurt capitalism. It actually helps it. It's also a good argument for a $15 minimum wage, or even raising it above that. Being no, if people have more money, they can put that money into the system. That helps our economy overall. I'm not saying it's easy, but there are ways to make these arguments that can appeal to people. And honestly, you're going to have a lot easier time pulling over people who are already Democrats or liberals. But we can pull over liberals. They're not a lost cause. A lot of leftists act like liberals are a lost cause. And they say things like, what are you, a liberal? No, but I think convincing liberals is extremely important. I think liberals are closer to on our side than the Republicans are. So let's pull them over. Liberals should be the easiest to convince. I know liberals, and I've seen them move over slightly, ever so slightly, on one issue to the next, and concede, yeah, okay, this actually makes sense. And you know what one of the best ways to, like, pull people over, too? And it sucks, because this shouldn't be the way to convince people, and in an actual debate, it wouldn't fly, but with most normies that you know, anecdotal evidence. Yeah. You hear a story, you see a news story where, someone has a debilitating illness that isn't covered by their insurance, and now they have to start a GoFundMe. Use that. Use that to go on a rant to this person about, see this fucking goddamn system. Why the fuck? Look at this poor single mother of 3 that has to, has to start a GoFundMe just to be able to get basic surgery so she can live, continue to be there for her children. What is this? What is this fucking system we're living in? Why the fuck does anyone have to pay for health care? It's disgusting. Use these arguments. Use these examples that you see. There's plenty of examples of the system fucking us. Use them. Use them as ammunition. Again, there's a lot we can do. A lot we can fucking do. At the end of the day, the fight is never over until it's fucking over, okay? Not till we're dead in the ground and buried. That's why I don't like giving up. Let's see. I'd like to see government generally dismantled globally and for humans to adopt a nomadic, anarcho-primitive society. I know it'll never happen, but this is the only way we'd sustain our species. That's not happening in our lifetime. It's just not. And so arguing for that is kind of a moot point. You can want that deep down in your heart of hearts, but don't talk about that to people you're trying to pull over. Talk about what we can do here and now. The shit we can make better now. 20,000 to 2 million self-defense situations with firearms a year. I don't know where you're pulling that info, but yes, guns most often make the issue mute. Shit works. I'd have to see some data on that. I've seen data to the contrary, but I don't remember. Look, I can be pulled over on that issue. And I definitely do believe that defending yourself is a good thing. I'm more, look, when it comes to, like, leftists arming themselves, I'm more in favor of leftists owning guns, not taking them in public, but having them so that when fascists do start taking to the streets and killing us, we can defend ourselves and we can fight back. But I by no means think that us as leftists should be firing the first shot on any in any way. Like, sorry, I've kind of been all over the place in this stream. I realize that. Let's see. This is my essential philosophy. All people are born on Earth without choice. Therefore, deserve these rights: access to clean water, unpolluted air, food, healthcare, education, and housing. Simple. They can prop up these huge companies so they can build More bombs to fund the good old military-industrial complex. Oh, I don't know if that was... Okay, I thought it related to someone else. But yeah, no, I believe in those rights too. But there's a lot of people that don't. You got to convince them of that. Which, again, anecdotal evidence can be extremely valuable for convincing people. Absolutely. Use anecdotal evidence of people being fucked over. Of, you know, the system failing. Be like, see? This is why we need this. This is why, guys. Alright. I've seen plenty of videos of people defending themselves with guns from other people with guns. I don't know. Look, I don't like gun culture. I don't like the idea of everyone being armed at all times. And I don't want to go in that direction. But I do believe, yeah, like owning a gun, being able to defend yourself, it's your Second Amendment right. And we may need to fight back against fascists at some point, absolutely. Imagine a world, imagine if we lived in a world where the basics of living were provided to you and you just had to work for what you wanted instead of what you need. Yeah, that's what I strive for as well. But, again, it takes a lot to get people over on that way of thinking. Yeah, but even if you defend yourself, the law in the U.S. are so fucked in some states that even if you had to do it, you could go to jail for life. Oh, yeah. In Canada, definitely, where I come from, if you defend yourself with a gun, even if someone breaks into your house, even if you shoot them and they don't die, you can still go to jail for assault. Depending on the situation. So, yeah, there's just a lot of legal hurdles. Like, I prefer not having guns in public, you know? I prefer not carrying guns with us, but I'm not going to stop anyone from doing it. Again, it's your Second Amendment right. A reality of the world we live in a nation where there are more guns than people. Yeah. That is true. And I don't want there to be more guns than people. That's the problem. Like, that idea makes me very nervous. Especially with shootings being so fucking common. Pandora's box has been open. I used to be anti-gun, but there's no shutting that box closed at this point. Yeah, I can see that argument. I just feel like it's a very... I feel like gun culture is a problem, and I don't like the idea of adding to it. I don't like the idea of normalizing everybody walking around armed all the time. Have your gun, keep it ready, but why don't bring it out with you, especially, and I always say this, don't bring your guns to protests, because if you get killed at a protest and you're found with a gun on you, all that is fuel for the right to be like, see, look at these violent leftists. Oh, I had to shoot him. He had a gun. He was going to commit violence. He came to this protest to commit violence. I wish people had to keep their guns at home and businesses can register a gun to that location specifically. I don't know about that. Anyway, I see people are leaving, so I don't know I don't know what's on that's more interesting than me, but let's switch gears here because I kind of I kind of I started this rant really strong and then veered off into it's kind of hard when I feel like the chat is pulling me in multiple different directions, you know. You can 3D print guns. I hate gun culture too. I believe your way of saying it is perfect. Only for absolute necessary situations. Not to take pictures in front of protesters to look tough. Yeah. Yeah. Got in the Discord? Dope. Yeah, feel free to hit me up. You can hit me up publicly or you can privately DM me or whatever you want to do. Let's say this. Oh, of course. That's why.
I want to know.
The fuck? Oh. Get out of here. I don't want you. Anyway, I know people wanted my thoughts on the, Okay, it's been a year. What the fuck am I doing? How do I message? Lol. Well, you can, look. You can, go over to Discord here. See, you can click my name. You can view profile and, well, okay, I'll do it with Realize. So you can view profile, click there, and then send message. See? No, I shouldn't show DMs. But yeah, there we go. That's how you do that. Give me the executor role so I can roll people that join. I don't know why I didn't do that already. That's a good point. Here, Realize. I'll, You are definitely trustworthy enough to be a proper admin over here. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know. I know some people wanted my thoughts on the Paul Vosh debate. I talked about it a little bit already earlier, but my overall thoughts are that it was... Look, it was more productive than the conversation Paul had with me, which is, I guess, saying something. But it still wasn't all that productive for my summation. And I do kind of wish Vosh went a little harder on Paul. But again, and overall, look, here's what I think. I think Paul went into that basically being like, well, I don't need to, I need to be nice here because I actually want to win people over, you know? I'll look like a total fucking idiot if I don't, if I treat Vosh the way I treated Jamie. And even that dude Origin of Language, although I don't think he went as hard on that dude as he did on me, but like, I think at the end of the day, it's slimy of Paul. Paul's a slimy dude. Like I don't fucking know. He's a slimy fucking dude. He knows what he was doing. He wasn't trying to pull anyone who watches me over, but he wants to pull people over who watch Vosh. And he also wants to gain subscribers off of people who watch Vosh. You know, he wants to pull people over to his doomer movement. Yeah, the leftist doomer cult. So, of course he's going to be nice to Vosh. It was a frustrating conversation to watch, though. The part that I did see. But yeah, all he did was bring up electoralism over and over. I love how Vosh kept trying to get away from it. It's like, look, it's done. All right, Biden won. Let's talk about what to do next. And that's what I've tried to even say to Paul, like, literally every time I've talked to him. I've tried to make that point with him that, look, Biden won, let's focus on what we do next. But no, but if you vote for more DNC hacks, it's just gonna keep... Oh, my God. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say on that. It was a... Fuck Paul's ego, all right? Mentally ill, spiteful. You know what? Here, maybe once I'll go back at some point and rewatch the whole debate, and I might give people like my thoughts. I lost interest about 25 or 30 minutes in, and I left. I knew how it was gonna go. Yeah, that's. As I know, a lot of people today have asked me, "Oh, like what do you think of the debate?" Or like, "Oh, Paul and Vosh are debating," and I was just like, "Yeah, okay." Look, overall, I don't like the way he treated me, but I'm glad he at least got that aggression out on me. And, you know, was maybe able to be a little less spiteful and aggressive towards Vosh. But I still don't think the conversation did much good. Because at the end, I feel like Paul took the position of like, yeah, you know, we're on the same side and let's agree to disagree. But then he's just going to go back, right back to railing on everything Vosh says and does right after. Predictable Paul. Yep. Old man Paul. I don't know. Sorry, halfway through this stream, I suddenly, like, felt like I didn't have quite as much energy as I did when I started. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Need more coffee, yo. Need more caffeine. This is good coffee, yo. You know coffee is really fucking good when you can drink it cold. And it doesn't bother you. Bosch made the same points that you did during your debate with Paul, and now Paul suddenly agrees. Lol. Yeah. Funny how that works. Funny how, like, when you're, you know, talking to someone bigger than you, you just suddenly, like, capitulate. Which is what he did the first time he talked to Vosh. But then he turns around and, like, starts shit-talking him in ideologies and attacking him on Twitter. Like, I don't know. All I really felt the whole time is that I really wish that Vosh knew what Paul's game was. Because I think if he did, he wouldn't have gone so easy on Paul. He would have been meaner. Which would have been well-deserved. Doomerism is not good, guys. It's not good for you. Okay? It's just not. And this leftist doomer cult that's growing right now with people like Jimmy Dore... all it does is hurt the left. Like, that's literally all it fucking does. It makes us more divided, more angry with each other, less willing to engage in any effective action. And it makes us want to, like, do loud, angry, performative gestures to assuage our frustration with a broken system. Get mad, take out your anger, yell. You know, I'm so sick of it, guys. I'm so sick of the leftist doomer cult. Yeah, I need to bring that idea back. I haven't talked about I haven't called it that in a long time, but that's definitely what it is. Leftist doomer cult be damned, yo. Yo, what up, Drew Stratton? Anyway, I know I've been kind of all over the place, but I kind of did want to talk a little bit about E3. Yeah, dude, I'll read your DMs when I'm done. Let's see. Let's see. What should we talk about, guys? You know what? I'll let the chat decide. Chat, what do you guys want to talk about? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's have some conversations, all right? Free for all. Free for all stream, yo. Let's see. I'll give you guys a minute to like I don't know, spark a discussion. I have no idea. I think we flogged Paul and policies pretty thoroughly. Not really. I think I could have done a better job here criticizing that debate, but I really don't remember a lot of the points that were talked about, and I'm just kind of like I'm kind of burnt out on that discussion in general lately because it's just so tiresome, guys. It's so fucking tiresome. E3 has me underwhelmed as fuck. Yeah. I mean, that's what it does. Like, E3 is fucking garbage. It's always overhyped fucking garbage. Still makes me mad when they release, like, trailers that don't have any gameplay footage. That, like, really makes me mad. Here, let's take a look at the list of, like, is this updated? What's this? Square Enix announces action-heavy Final Fantasy's spin-off Final Fantasy Origin from Team Ninja. Huh. Team Ninja makes decent games from time to time. Let's see. Does this actually have gameplay footage? I have no expectations anymore for console video games. I regret buying the PS5. Should have saved for a PS to get some indie games. A PS? What do you mean? Here. Am I going to get butt fucked if I watch trailers? PC? Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay. Yeah. See, I'm not a PC gamer. I don't like gaming on PC. I like having a console. I especially prefer a handheld console, which is why I like the Switch so much, even though its library is severely lacking. But the Switch is at least a good console in theory, okay? But yeah, no, I've maintained that the PS5 is a waste of money, and until there's actually a good library of games on it, there's no point in getting one. Although I really do wish I could play the new Ratchet and Clank. It looks interesting. Here, let's take a look at this. What's curious about this Final Fantasy game. I don't know if I can play the audio, if I'm gonna get in trouble.
It's my mission.
Whatever. We'll keep it on low.
Looks like chaos has been waiting for us.
Where's the gameplay? You know what? I swear to God. Okay, never mind. It's gameplay.
I want to kill chaos. I need to.
Well, it's pre-rendered gameplay. This isn't what the game will actually look like, but whatever. It's better than most of these fucking pre-rendered fucking cutscene trailers that they show us. I'm just gonna keep the audio off. I just want to look at this. Looks kind of interesting. I do like action RPGs. Dude, fuck turn-based RPGs. Every RPG should be an action RPG at this point if it's coming from a AAA studio. 100%. If you're like Square Enix or some shit, or Nintendo, or like whatever, and you make a fucking turn-based RPG, you should be laughed out of like everywhere, okay? The entire internet should be ridiculing your ass for being so fucking lazy to not make it like action. 'Cause holy fuck, I love this kind of gameplay where you know, you feel like you're in the action, you know, you got full control and you can like hack and slash and kill things, and you know. And I'm really glad that Final Fantasy games are going in that direction, because there's a lot of really interesting Final Fantasy games with interesting looking stories that I would love to play, but like the gameplay is just too much of a slog. And it's too boring. Nah, Torment Tides of... Look, I'm not saying there aren't good turn-based RPGs. There are. But I'm just saying at this point, why like put in the extra effort to like make a full action RPG, even if it's like wait. So it is coming to PS4. Okay. No Switch, of course. But it's coming to Xbox, PS4, PS5. All right. See some other fucking trailers. Why not? What else? Final Fantasies 1 through 6 are being remastered as for a new Pixel remaster. What is this? Pixel remaster? I mean, they might as well remake 1 to 6, but what is this? The ultimate 2D pixel remaster. What is it? These games have already had 2D pixel remasters, and they just showed some of them. What? Wait, are we seeing what they look like? Wait, they're not gonna... Is this what they look like? Are they gonna just look like this? What? What is this? Or are they not showing us what it looks like? What is this? What is this? Show fucking gameplay, goddammit. Just coming soon. Whatever. Coming soon to phones. What? Look, I will say, like, there is no excuse. As much as I don't love old turn-based RPGs, I do like some of them. There are some really good ones. There's no excuse for, like, every classic turn-based RPG to not be on mobile devices already. Okay? Absolutely. Square Enix announced the first 6 mainline Final Fantasy games are getting remasters for Steam, Android, and iOS. The games will each be released individually as part of the Pixel Remastered series, but Square Enix hasn't shared release timing beyond the fact that they are coming soon. In a tweet, the games are getting pixel perfect makeovers, which makes it sound as if these games will be improved versions of the original that retain the original visual style, as opposed to 3D remasters, but because Square Enix hasn't shared much info yet, we'll have to wait and see the company to announce more info. Like, fuck that, dude. Some of these games have already gotten better fucking remakes by now. Like, Final Fantasy 3 and 4 were remade on the DS, and they look way better than this. Like, what's this pixel shit? Like, why? Why not just remake them in 3D? What would be the... Like, this is what I'm talking about. It's like, Square Enix has gotten extremely fucking lazy, and it pisses me off. Really pisses me off. The fuck is this? Xbox Series X mini fridge? What? It's just an Xbox shaped mini fridge? What? Why? Why? Who cares? Holy fuck, who cares? What else? Microsoft just launched a bunch of new games on Xbox Game Pass. I don't care. Diablo 2 Resurrected is launching. That actually sounds kind of interesting. Apparently it's coming to the Switch too. Diablo 2, yo. Yeah, look at that gameplay. Show us gameplay, yo. I've never really gotten into the Diablo games, but I've always wanted to. They seem kind of fun. I wouldn't mind playing Diablo 2. Bethesda's Starfield is launching exclusively on Xbox and PC. Starfield is a game that I think is extremely unnecessary. Look, I get it. Bethesda wants to make another... Why? Why? Just put your effort into fucking Elder Scrolls. We've been waiting so fucking long for Elder Scrolls. Why another fucking Fallout clone? Seriously? Like, I get it, whatever. Make Starfield, but like... prioritize Elder Scrolls. Prioritize fucking Elder Scrolls. Of course, we're not going to see anything of Elder Scrolls this E3. Resident Evil Village DLC? Ooh. Resident Evil Village was fucking dope. Oh, there's no gameplay. Popular demand. Well, there's no more detail. Okay, so no details. The implication is that we could be getting more content featuring the game's more popular character, Lady Demetress. That would be dope, because we barely got to see enough. We did not get enough of her. Yeah, I do want more of her. Let's see, what was this one? What is this? This is another Square Enix game, Babylon's Fall. You know what? I don't care about your pre-rendered cutscenes. Babylon's. What's the gameplay like? What is? It's a fucking hack and slash action RPG from the looks of it. Could be good. I don't know. Is it an action RPG? It better be. Looks like it. Yeah. Looks like it could be fun. Babylon's Fall. I'll be honest. I really have no interest in like new IPs. Like, I just want to see existing IPs get some new games. Like, what is this? Like, fucking Halo Infinite, yo.
And mysterious sci-fi world.
Halo fucking Infinite. I don't know. I'll probably never play it because I don't have an Xbox. Well, I guess it'll be on PC, right? But... dude, as far as I hate these, like... I really have zero interest in watching some, like, pre-rendered cutscene that's more to do with the game's story than anything else. Like, what is this? No, yeah, no gameplay. Okay, what about this one? The official trailer. Any gameplay here? Okay, yeah, we actually got some fucking gameplay. Dope. It's a shooter. It's a shooter, guys. It plays like a Halo game, and you shoot things, and a grappling hook thingy looks cool, but yeah, it's a shooter. I've never been... okay, so here's a game that made me mad when I heard that they announced this. Can anyone out there tell me who the fuck actually enjoyed the first Mario plus Rabbids game? Who the fuck was like... I remember a time when the Switch came out when Mario plus Rabbids was the only Mario game on the Switch, and that fact alone made me extremely fucking mad. Because I was like, why? Why? Why is this the only Mario game on the Switch right now? Why? It's not... it doesn't even play like a fucking Mario game. And you know what? From what I can see, this game seems to have, like, more action. You know? Where is it? Oh, of course, it's just a pre-rendered fucking cutscene. We actually don't get, any gameplay in this. I did see one that looked like it showed a little more gameplay. Or something close to gameplay. What is that? Who cares? Who cares about the story of this fucking game? Show us how the fuck it plays. God damn it. I don't even want to play it, but, like, I know it's going to be, like, some fucking turn-based strategy bullshit, which I don't like. I don't know if anyone else out there likes those kinds of games. I really hate those games. The Outer Worlds 2. All I'm going to say about The Outer Worlds 2 is that it had better be way more fleshed out than the Outer Worlds 1. Because I really liked the concept of the Outer Worlds. I enjoyed it when I first got it. And I actually like really enjoyed it, and I was like, this is a fucking fun game, but I quickly fell out of interest with it because there's just not enough to do in it, and it just feels really shallow. Like it I don't know. I'm hoping for it to be good. I'll probably play it, but I'm just sick of the Fallout clones. Where are the Elder Scrolls clones, guys? Where the fuck are the Elder Scrolls clones? That's what I want. I want more games like fucking Elder Scrolls. Why are all these companies so obsessed with fucking just bringing us more fucking Fallout clones? You're never gonna top Fallout New Vegas anyway. Paul is talking about you again? I don't give a good goddamn, yo. Fuck Paul, dude. I really don't give a shit what he thinks about me anymore. Not in the slightest. He can talk whatever shit he wants. The fact is, in my estimation, he's pretty damn worthless to the left. He's pretty damn worthless to, you know, he's a negative drain on people's mental health. He's an angry old man who's bitter and gets loud and yells. And I can only guess that he's bitching about because I know he was looking at Vosh's comments while he was debating with him. I'm guessing he's not too happy about the comment, the shit I had to say in Vosh's comments about him. I don't give a shit. I'm done wasting my time with Paul. I already talked about him earlier. If people enjoy wasting their time watching Paul's ego, that's fine. I'm not wasting another goddamn minute on his ass again. Honestly, the only reason I watched his debate with with Vosh today is because he was debating with Vosh, which I've wanted to see for a long time. But again, it didn't really go anywhere, and he came out of it the same stubborn fucking asshole he always was. He just, you know, again, behaved a little bit nicer so that, you know. Because at the end of the day, Paul only enjoys punching down, not up. He doesn't want to go after someone who's bigger than him. He doesn't want to piss off someone who's that much bigger than him. You know, he's going to act cordial. He's going to be nice. But waste of fucking time. I would have loved to see what would have happened if he actually tried to go in with the same energy he went in with me. But then again, oh, what? Like, he wasn't even trying to pull me, or he wasn't even taking me seriously. He was just trolling me. Okay, so you're a troll. You know how I treat trolls on this channel? I ban them. And I don't pay attention to their bullshit. Because trolls in general are pretty worthless to fucking society, okay? And all they want is attention. So I know I'm not big enough for it to matter whether I give Paul more of it or not, but at the end of the day, he doesn't deserve my attention. And I don't want to give it to him. I have better things to pay attention to. I know he's going to, oh, Jamie did a 4-hour stream about me, though. Pfft, get out of here. I don't care. Yeah, I did. We had an extremely fucking ridiculous conversation that was tiring and infuriating. And I wanted to talk about it. I have every right to fucking talk about it. People acting like that proves something about me are ridiculous. Okay? Utterly ridiculous. Anyway. Energy vampires. Yeah. No, literally. Paul is an energy vampire. He is. He drains energy from everybody he talks to. Talk about the Take-Two E3 thing. What about it? What did Take-Two do? Or not do? Take-Two's live stream wasn't quite what viewers were expecting. Well, why not? Rather than trailers and reveals, the GTA publishers put on a corporate accountability panel on equality and inclusion. What? Look, equality and inclusion are important, but like, why would you do that instead of announcing new games at E3? Like that's not what E3 is for. I get it. They want to try to use their platform to push some kind of positive messaging or whatever, but now's not the time, guys. E3 is not the time for that. You're only going to make people mad, especially gamers. Okay, gamer culture is already extremely fucking toxic. And like, yeah, all you're doing is like baiting the anti-SJW reactionaries with this. Some gaming channel I've seen said it had a leftist SJW agenda. Well, the fact that they still call it an SJW agenda tells me that those channels probably not worth paying attention to. Anyone still bitching about SJWs in 2021 needs to seriously get their head checked. SJWs. Oh no, people want to be inclusive and kind and accepting to others. Fucking SJWs. Yeah. It's so beyond that, yo. It's so dumb. Can't believe I ever bought into that bullshit. But look, at the same time, I will say, yeah, it's not really smart of them to... I feel like they were just baiting people with that. I feel like they were just trying to piss people off, and I guess mission accomplished, so whatever. But it makes the left look bad. I almost wonder, it makes me wonder when companies do shit like this, if it's just like a fucking, a conservative fucking psyop. Where it's like, yeah, let's pretend to be crazy fucking leftists that just want to push inclusion rather than video game. People go to E3 to see new video games, okay? They get excited for video games, not for political advocacy. Political advocacy is important, but they can do inclusion and equality and shit in their games, but still make fun games and have shit to announce. Yeah, I rolled my eyes, kind of not smart, kind of woke scold, but it's not a big deal. Yeah, I'd have to watch it more I'd have to actually watch it but yeah, I will admit it doesn't sound smart of them. By the way, no, I have not played Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey. Never played any of those games. All right, tonight's been a low energy stream, I will admit. I've thought I had more energy to, you know, get mad and get loud and rant about stuff, but I feel the energy waning, yo. Paul Good. Okay. Jamie Bad. Paul Good! Jamie Bad! Yeah. Very, that's some very, pointed, criticism right there. Damn. Don't know how I'll ever recover. Paul Good, Jamie Bad. I guess that ends the argument right there. Oh, one last question, Jamie. Have you heard about the Five Nights at Freddy creator donated to some right-wing politicians? No, I didn't. That sucks. I saw someone talking the other day about something about Fazbear or whatever the fuck he's called being homophobic. I've never played any of those games. I don't know anything about those games. I've watched some game theories on them with chess, and I still don't know anything about it. Paul already ended the argument, obviously, just my 2 cents. Yeah, Paul ended the argument by flipping over the table, taking his ball, and going home, okay? That's how he ended the argument. It wasn't an argument. It was a fucking yelling match. It was basically Paul just bullying people into submission like he always fucking does. Waste of time. Waste of everyone's time. Except TJ's, I guess, because, you know, he made that... he got those donations out of it, so... I guess all's well that ends well. Jamie's lack brain, no understand real thought, gets mad. You know, I want to point out the fact, like, I don't know what Paul is saying about me right now, but I love the fact that the minute Paul starts talking shit about me is, people just come in and parrot his criticisms of me, which, again, he criticizes me for supposedly just parroting Vosh and not being able to think for myself, yet all the people in his audience seem to do the exact same fucking thing. Or at least a good portion of y'all. And hey, I'm more charitable than that, so I'm not going to shit on y'all for not being able to come to your own opinions about me. Because I realize that critical thinking is hard, and it's something we're not taught to do in our society. And while Paul wants to shame people and bully them and shit on them for having, you know, holes or in their ability to critically think, I'm more interested in helping people. I'm more interested in being charitable and understanding and, you know, trying to help people come to a better understanding of how to think critically. Or just bringing people over to some better positions. But yeah, Paul would rather, you know, because I want you to realize, those of y'all that just came in my fucking chat and parroted everything that Paul said, you are the very people that Paul is shitting on when he shits on me and says, oh, Jamie's a fucking brainless idiot who can't think for herself and just believes whatever Vosh says. That's exactly what y'all are doing. That was a parrot for trolling. What? You can't even prove you have the ability to critically think? It's not something that can be proven all that easily. However, I actually could if people would fucking... See, that's the thing. Y'all just listen to what Paul says. And, like, if you would actually look at some of my positions, some of the shit that I talk about, like, I give my own takes on shit all the fucking time. Just because some of my positions align with Vosh and some other people that I watch doesn't mean I don't come up with my own positions. If I hear a good argument, I'm not just going to be like, well, I didn't come up with that, so I'm not going to incorporate that into my ideology. I didn't come up with it, so... No, if I hear an argument that convinces me, yeah, I'm going to incorporate that. Absolutely. You'd be an idiot not to. You'd be a Paul not to, because all Paul does is cross his arms and act like a fucking contrarian. That's what you become when you when you you know, when you try to do the opposite of agreeing with other people's positions. You just end up being like, I'm going to believe the opposite of what you think, because fuck you. Bunch of contrarian doomer assholes, yo. Really fucking cringe. Where did Paul get his knowledge? Oh, he formed it. Paul spent several months, all right, up in the mountains. He closed himself off to all outside influences and just meditated for days on end, and he formed his entire ideology with no outside influence whatsoever. Yeah, I'm sure. We all get our fucking positions from somewhere. We all learn shit from other fucking people. It's called being human. Nobody forms their fucking opinions in a vacuum. And those of you who are fucking like acting like you do, especially while, once again, parroting what Paul says about me, you're doing the exact thing that Paul is so adamantly against. And it's really fucking sad. And I'm not even against getting your opinions from other people. All I ever hear is reading books. What's the difference between reading a book and listening to a YouTuber who read a book and explaining that book in a way that people can understand? Explaining the information. What's the difference? You're still getting your information from another person. What's the difference between someone whose political ideology was formed by Vosh and someone whose political ideology was formed by Noam Chomsky? Or someone whose political ideology was formed by Karl Marx? Tell me, what's the difference? I'm waiting. I'll wait. What's the difference? We are all influenced by other fucking people. All of us. That person can change what the book actually says if they don't read it for themselves. Sure. But that's why you question everything you hear. See, I could listen to someone interpret a book for me, and I'm not even saying I necessarily do that all the time, but I could listen to someone interpret a book or interpret something they read and make an argument based off of that. And now it's my job to make the decision whether or not that argument makes sense to me. A lot of Vosh's arguments make sense to me. When I examine them critically, when I try to pick them apart, a lot of them are like, no, that makes good sense. All right. Vosh is not right about everything. Absolutely not. Nobody is. And I disagree with Vosh all the fucking time. Well, not all the time, but from time to time, you know. Again, I thought it was really fucking hyperbolic with I thought it was really fucking hyperbolic with that pride thing, saying that anyone who's for kink at pride is a pedophile. That was ridiculous. I think Vosh indulges in hyperbole way too much. But he has strong rhetorical skills. He makes good arguments. And by the way, Vosh's arguments, and I've made this point before, Vosh's arguments don't even all come from Vosh. I've watched Vosh enough to know that Vosh will actively change his mind on something, change his position on something, when people come to him in his chat and correct him. Vosh is willing to be corrected on the spot, and that's something I try to do too. I'll have arguments with people, and I've been corrected on a number of things by my chat. If I was a Vosh sycophant, that wouldn't be the case. I would just be like, nope, what does the Church of Vosh tell me? Nope, can't be corrected on nothing. I've been pulled over more and more on the pride thing. I still think inclusivity is good. I still think, not making people uncomfortable with overt acts of sexuality are good, but I also recognize that kink does have its place at pride. And there's a lot more nuance there. I also realize that in some places, pride is still a protest, and in other places, it's more of a celebration. And I think it should be handled differently depending on where it is. I can have my mind changed on things. And honestly, again, a lot of the positions that I agree with Vosh on are things that I believed before I even knew who the fuck he was. Gender abolitionism is a good example. I was talking about abolishing the idea of gender. I wasn't very good rhetorically at explaining that. But after I started listening to people would hear me talking about my gender abolitionist takes. Again, before I even knew what that term meant, I talked about it. I talked about how gender is a stupid idea that needs to be done away with. that it does more harm than good, and it forces people into boxes. And people would tell me, hey, you sound kind of like Vosh. Have you ever listened to Vosh? You can go back on my fucking channel like a year or more and find those conversations on my chat. I mean, they're probably hard to find because they're buried within tons of content. But like, oh yeah, absolutely. There's a ton of things that I talked about and that I listened to Vosh explain them a little better. There's things that I talked about that Kyle helped me learn to explain better. Kyle Kalinske. I don't just go to people to form my opinions. A lot of the time, I will listen to people who I already agree with, who are better at making arguments than me, and I'll incorporate some of their arguments into my own arguments because those people are better at making arguments than me. They clearly win more people over. So why not? Like, what's the... But see, it's so easy to just be uncharitable and be like, oh, let's see Jamie's position on this. Oh, that aligns with Vosh. That's something she agrees with Vosh on. Sounds like Jamie just got all her opinions from Vosh. And it's hard to prove one way or the other, except you can go back on my channel and see the shit I was talking about before I even discovered Vosh. And if you want a good marker, I didn't really watch much Vosh before his conversation with TJ. So anything on my channel before Vosh's conversation with TJ, maybe a week or so or a month or so more earlier than that, you can watch that shit. I've held a lot of my positions for a long fucking time. I've always been a fucking socialist. I incorporate a lot of Vosh's rhetoric on socialist advocacy because he's better at it than me. And I've never lied about where I get some of my positions or where I get some of my arguments. In fact, a lot of the time I give Vosh credit. I say, yeah, and as Vosh said, or Vosh made a very good point on this. I say that a lot. I'm not lying to you guys. I've never lied about this. But Paul's not going to listen to this. Paul's not going to Paul's made up his mind about me. He's not going to change his mind about me. He's a stubborn, bitter, spiteful old man who is extremely presumptuous and forms his opinions before having evidence for them, and then looks for evidence to try to confirm what he already believes. And he will interpret shit however fits his narrative. I've gone in his chat a number of times and tried to be very charitable with him, but he's misinterpreted a number of things I said and views everything I say to him as antagonistic. I can't control that. So I'm not going to engage. There's no point. I believe what I believe. I believe I have good reason for the things I believe. And if that's not good enough for some people, tough shit. Fine. You don't need to watch me. If you think I align too closely with Vosh, okay, fuck off. You don't need to watch me. Doesn't matter. There's plenty of people who find value in what I do here. And if you don't, okay, this channel's not for you. Bye. But making bad faith assumptions about my character, all that really does is make you look like an idiot. Because you come in here with some cold ass take about what I believe or who I am as a person. I know it's wrong. Can't always prove whether or not it's wrong, but doesn't really matter to me. Yeah, you can do the same thing to Paul, by the way. I tried to make the point in the debate that, like, okay, so I get all my opinions from Vosh. You get a lot of your opinions from Jimmy fucking Dore. So, how does Paul prove that he didn't get, because Paul was on that force the vote bandwagon. How does Paul prove that he didn't just take that from Jimmy Dore? Didn't just blindly like, ooh, this sounds smart. See, I bet Paul would tell you, no, I listened to Jimmy Dore because he started making more and more sense to me, because I started to realize that a lot of what he was saying was actually really true. I can say the exact same thing about Vosh. That's why I watch Vosh. A lot of the shit he says makes sense to me. A lot of it is shit I already agree with, that he's just better at explaining than I am. It was the same reason I started watching TJ in the first place. And I will agree, I'll admit, I did kind of jump on the Church of TJ. But I've learned since then that that's dumb. So I question Vosh a hell of a lot more than I ever questioned TJ. And at the end of the day, like, be uncharitable. I can't control that. Like, it doesn't matter to me what you think. I know I'm doing my fucking best here. And I don't claim to be an expert at anything. I don't claim to be some arbiter of anything. I'm just me. I'm just sitting here doing my shit, telling y'all what I believe. Sometimes I use arguments I get from elsewhere, and sometimes I don't. We are all an amalgamation of our influences. We're all influenced by other shit. All of us. Each and every fucking one of us. And Paul can try to take the high road and pretend that he isn't influenced by anyone. That's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit, and he knows it. And a lot of y'all know it too. But again, I want to be more charitable to people. I don't want to be an asshole. I realize some people have a hard time forming their own opinions. Why am I gonna fucking shit on people for that? Everyone's trying their fucking best. Again, we're not taught to think critically in our culture. We're just not. It's a hard skill to learn. And being anti-critical thinking is a hard skill to unlearn. And so, again, I'd rather try to help people and teach people and pull people over. Teach people to question themselves. Because that's all I fucking do, is question myself. I question myself too much sometimes. I question myself to the point that it's unhealthy. But y'all can't see me doing that. Y'all can't see what's in my head. Y'all can't see the constant self-criticism. The constant self-doubt. Me not knowing if I'm good enough. If I'm ever truly original enough. If my positions are even correct in the first place. Me doubting myself and thinking I must just be worthless. Y'all can't see that. And don't fucking pretend that none of you do the same fucking thing. We all try to act fucking superior towards people for shit that we do our goddamn selves. I'll tell you one thing. 90% of what Paul did in that entire discussion was project his own insecurities onto me. Very clearly. Paul knows that he'd be nothing without TJ. Paul probably on some level questions himself, doubts himself, thinks, am I a leech? Am I a hanger-on? Am I a worthless fucking idiot that would be nothing without TJ? And I know this, by the way, because Paul admits to being clinically depressed. So am I. So am I. And I know that that's an effect that clinical depression can have on someone. Which is another reason why I've tried up until this point to be very charitable of Paul. Y'all can watch. I did a stream. Where is it? I want to actually show y'all the right one. Y'all can go watch it. God fucking damn it. So not this one. Not this one. But this one. Responding to Paul's ego. Voting for Biden makes me, what did I say? Anti-women's rights. Yeah. Go watch this stream. Because in this stream, I go way too easy on Paul. And I'm extremely charitable with Paul. You can also go back. Where is it? This one. where I had a debate with Paul before. I was very charitable to Paul. Very polite to him. Tried to be understanding. Because I realize that me and Paul have more in common than I think he wants to admit. And again, rather than condemning someone in bad faith, rather than projecting your own insecurities onto others, I want to understand where people are coming from. Be kind and charitable. Try to meet people on their level. Not shame people for being human fucking beings. Yeah, fuck you for being human. Fuck you for not being taught any critical thinking skills. Fuck you for just not knowing something. Disgusting. And you people that are perpetuating that shit should be fucking ashamed of yourselves. You should look inward. Ask yourself, how much of the shit that you shit on others for is something that you do yourself? But it's okay when you do it. Because you're the exception to the rule. You're uniquely disadvantaged in one way or another, or you know, because, it's understandable when you do it. But when someone else does it, yeah, fuck you. Fucking idiot. Pfft, the fuck out of here. Paul can suck my fucking dick. Last thing we need is people fucking treating each other like this. Holy fuck. We need more understanding, not less. We're all going through shit. We all have blind spots. We're all imperfect. We all fuck up. Stop acting like you're better than anyone else. He who is without sin may cast the first stone. Let's go. All of you that want to condemn me for getting some of my positions from other people, tell me you've never done the same thing. Stop lying to yourselves and stop lying to others. The first step towards any sort of enlightenment is stop lying to yourself. I've been very fucking honest about myself. I've been very fucking honest about the lies I've told myself over the years. In a way that, by the way, isn't something that Vosh does. Something that I do. I'm very self-critical and very honest about things that a lot of people would never be honest about with themselves. You want to say I don't think critically enough? I'm honest enough to explain to you why. And not just lie to you guys. I mean, I don't do that. You want to tell me I do something stupid? Yeah, maybe I do. Here's why. Let's be fucking charitable to people. But I will say, again, the less charitable someone is to me, the less I feel the need to go out of my way to be charitable to them. So I'm done bending over backwards to make Paul look like a decent human being. He's not. Paul is a mentally ill doomer who wants to feed into his own mental illness rather than get help. Wants to wallow in it and allow his audience to wallow in it. Because it's more comfortable than admitting some shit about yourself, than challenging yourself, questioning yourself. It's easier to just cycle in the negativity and never try to be any better. I'm done doing that. I'm done making excuses for myself. And those of y'all are, oh, you just made an excuse for yourself. No. When I explain something about myself, when I explain the reasons behind something, that doesn't mean I'm saying it's okay to still do. No, I didn't think very critically, and sometimes I still don't. But it's something you gotta work on, and I'm working on it. And from what I can see, I don't think Paul is. I hope he is. I wish he was. But from the evidence at hand, the content he makes, his general attitude towards fucking everything, I don't feel like that's the case. Anyway, what is this? Dude, I have no illusions that Nintendo is going to save E3, okay? None. Zero. Zero illusions about that. Nice meme, but like, yeah, no. Anybody who thinks that is coping fucking hard, okay? Nintendo's E3 tomorrow is going to be extremely disappointing. Anyway. Yeah, Amiibo Festival, yeah. What a garbage fucking game. The first step towards getting better, becoming a better person, isn't flipping a switch and not ever making a mistake again. No one can do that. No one is capable of that. The first step is admitting your mistakes, admitting them to your fucking selves. Admit to yourself where you go wrong. Admit to yourself what your blind spots are. And work to better them. You'll never just be better. You'll never be perfect. I talk all the time about how I want to be more charitable to conservatives, but it's hard. And sometimes I feel like I go too hard on individual conservatives rather than attacking their arguments. I don't want to do that. I want to be a charitable person in general. I want to be understanding because I used to be a conservative dipshit as well. And I never would have gotten better if I didn't admit that my positions were dumb. And I'm never going to convince anybody who still holds those positions if I'm not understanding towards them on some level. Yeah, there are people who are too far gone. But most people can be reasoned with. You just got to know how. And I'll admit, I don't know how to reason with most people. I'm still learning. But at least I'm trying every day to fucking be better than I was the day before. Which is more than I can say for some people. Anyway. Anyway, that's a stream. I'm done, guys. I love y'all. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, share. Become a patron, only $2 a month. I don't know. Join my Discord, follow me on Twitter, all of that shit. I will see y'all tomorrow for a more planned out show. All right, this show I just did on a whim, and it was kind of low energy, and I plan to come at y'all with a better show tomorrow. Okay. So until then, have a great night, y'all. Stay safe. Remember to be honest with yourself, but be charitable with yourself and others. Because we're all going through shit. Life is hard. Really fucking hard. And We could all use a little more goddamn understanding. I found it fascinating. Take care and stay safe. Well, thank you. We'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.